Oh my god. Yo, what just happened? What's up, guys? We're back, and if you guys have not heard the news already, Tommy Fury just pulled out of the Jake Paul fight. And not only was that a huge shock on its own, but Jake Paul's replacement for December 18th is none other than TYRON Woodley. Like, what the hell just happened? I'm filming this video the same day I just released my Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury UK press conference reaction breakdown, and I literally just found this out. Like, that video literally means nothing now at this point. Now, if you guys haven't guessed it already, there is a lot to talk about in this video and a lot to break down. So let's get started. Now, Tommy Fury made a video on his Instagram talking about why he pulled out of the Jake Paul fight.
And 4 weeks passed and we decided to have a sparring session, and I took a little clip to the body, and because my body was so weak due to the virus inside of me, I instantly knew something wasn't right. I was throwing up from the pain, I was doubled over. I literally got my bag and went straight to the hospital, straight for an MRI scan, and I got the results back the same day, and the results uncovered that I had a clean break in my rib. I'm going to insert the picture here so you can see for yourself. And I had multiple fractures.
Now, this story that Tommy Fury is revealing to us is convincingly have been an ongoing battle for, it looks like, the past few weeks now. But what I just don't understand and can't seem to wrap my head around is that why is there a video of Tommy Fury and Tyson Fury training like this?
Is that your belly? You fucking out. You take it. That's right. Go on.
This is just not a great look for Tommy Fury whatsoever. Now, Jake Paul and everyone surrounding Jake Paul definitely did take an advantage of this.
I woke up this morning feeling really bad for my brother because Tommy Fury backed out of the fight against him, which, by the way, didn't we see this fucking coming? It's a good thing you're beautiful, you sexy blue-eyed beast, because you are a pussy.
Jake Paul then put a response video leading up to Tommy Fury's injury.
It is official. Tommy Fury is boxing's biggest bitch. He has pulled out of the fight. The Furies have pulled out of the fight due to a medical condition. Who knows what the fuck is going on in that camp? I think he has a bad case of bursitis. I couldn't believe the news at first. Now he will be watching at home, paying me $60 instead of getting paid millions of dollars to fight me. I fought with a broken nose. I fought sick. Get the fuck over it. This is boxing. It's official. He was scared. I think the pressure got to him. The shit talk got to him. That's the bad news, guys.
Now, that is something that is also true. Jake Paul in his last few fights against, I think, Nate Robinson, Anisan Gibb, and I think against Ben Askren. Jake Paul, when he fought Anisan Gibb in his first professional fight, he was sick. Jake Paul entered that fight against Anisan Gibb not fully 100%. And on fight day, there was commotion going on and controversy with Jake Paul's team. In Jake's second fight against Nate Robinson, Jake Paul ended up breaking his nose. Jake Paul wasn't able to spar anybody for the next few weeks, but he ended up powering through it. And then fight night came, and he ended up getting that victorious knockout. And I'm not sure what happened with him with Ben Askren, but I think he was sick or something. I'm not necessarily sure what happened, but he also ended up knocking Ben Askren out too. Again, this is all leading to Jake Paul's favor, and for the first time ever, I think I can side with Jake Paul here. I mean, credit to Jake Paul. Literally, I think 12 days before the fight on December 18th, Jake Paul has been training to face Tommy Fury on December 18th, but in just a short notice, Tommy Fury pulls out of this fight, leaving Jake Paul with an open opponent and taking on TYRON Woodley again. I don't think I will ever say that Jake Paul is scared to fight anyone after today. I mean, credit to the man where it's due. I mean, literally 12 days before the fight. Now, moving on from Tommy Fury, there is a brand new fight on our way on December 18th. Jake Paul versus TYRON Woodley, number 2. These are the things that make me think that God somehow is real. Because after Jake Paul fought TYRON Woodley the first time, I gotta say for everybody else, nobody wanted to see a second fight between the two superstars. But because Tommy Fury dropped out of this fight, it has made me more excited for Jake Paul versus TYRON Woodley number 2. This next fight between Jake Paul versus TYRON Woodley sets so many questions up. Like, I was getting ready to do a breakdown on Showtime's All Access for Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, but I don't even know what Showtime's Access thing is going to be doing at this point since Tommy Fury has backed out of the fight. I just know Showtime and I know the story that they're going to put around this, and I'm just so hyped for the fight now. Like, what weight is Jake and TYRON fighting at? And is TYRON Woodley going to crack under pressure like he did the first time? Now, as a content creator, this sets up so much for the channel moving forward. As you guys know, UFC 269 is this Saturday, but with Tommy Fury backing out of the fight, that's going to lead us to so much content to be making over this next fight with Jake Paul and TYRON Woodley. Now, I'm only one person running this channel. I don't have editors, I don't have filmmakers. I'm literally doing this all on my own. Now, I'm going to try my best to give you guys the best content that you guys could ever possibly ask for in these next 2 weeks, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do on my own. Now, the things that are in my mind for both fighters right now, for Jake and TYRON Woodley, TYRON Woodley is going to have to be more active and throw more punches. As of Jake, he's going to have to be more technical and bring the fight to TYRON Woodley. I don't want to talk about this fight too much, considering I'm going to be doing a bunch of breakdowns over this fight in the next coming weeks. I'm just so amped up for this fight and excited, like I feel like I'm a 12-year-old who just found his first pubic hair. Jake also said an additional $500,000. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. Will be given to TYRON Woodley if he is able to knock out Jake Paul. I mean, I don't know, man. This story literally writes itself. I mean, it feels like we're literally in a movie right now, like a simulation. Like somebody is writing this as it goes on. I don't know what to say anymore, man. Like Jake Paul versus TYRON Woodley #2 is gonna be epic, and to see what happens with Tommy Fury, I'm also excited to see what happens with him. But it seems to me that Jake Paul's feud with TYRON Woodley and Tommy Fury is not over just yet.